All right, we're back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. It's 8:47, in case your clock on your car's not working. You know, we're getting ready for time change here pretty soon.
We are.
Yeah.
Which is also a really awesome weekend in Artesia.
Yeah. I don't know why we can't get that passed to where we don't change times anymore. It seems like if you ask everybody you ask, most will say, some will say keep it spring forward, some will say keep it fall back, but most people say just pick one
and leave it,
and then they'll adjust accordingly. And somehow, with all the turmoil going on in the world today, that's one issue that I think everybody agrees on. We can't get that passed.
I don't understand it.
Don't understand.
Because there's how many other states that have done it now? Like 9?
Yeah.
There's quite a few. I used to think it was just Arizona.
Right, and parts of Indiana and Hawaii.
But now it's like, it's a bunch of states that have done it.
So, well, listen, you were talking about this weekend, and you were talking about the Halloween-related activities, and we got stuck on the Hocus Pocus thing at the Heritage Walkway.
Which is going to be so much fun on Sunday night at 7 p.m.
Are you bringing any? No, I was going to say if you were bringing any of your products from the House of Bollema.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'm allowed to, am I?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But Monday on actual Halloween. Mm-hmm. Of course, trick or treat around town. People will have their candy. It's so funny because we've been getting phone calls. What day are people having trick or treating? And I'm like, Halloween? I mean, right? Like,
yeah.
But in conversation with them, it turns out they're asking about the downtown.
Right. Which is Saturday
night. Which is Saturday the 29th.
Right.
But regular trick-or-treating is on Monday the 31st. There are 3 trunk-or-treats that we know of going on.
Okay.
One is at Hermosa Church of Christ at 5, starting at 5. Trunk-or-treat at Catalyst Church 5:30 to 7:30. And Kids Carnival at Trinity Temple 5:30.
Okay.
So if you're nervous about going to door-to-door or whatever, there's a few options. You can go just do trunk-or-treating, still get a lot of candy.
Yeah.
So,
sounds like fun.
But yes, okay, so
that gets us through this Halloween weekend.
Yes.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yes, and then next weekend is the time change.
Okay.
But it's also balloons and tunes.
That's right. That's right.
We're excited.
So we fall back Saturday night, Sunday morning.
Yeah. So,
but there's events on Saturday and Sunday, and
yes,
maybe
we're really
for the kiddos on Friday at the schools.
Yes.
Okay.
Friday, we've got 10 balloons that have graciously signed up to inflate and fly from the schools, which is awesome. And so we've got Grand Heights covered, all 5 elementary schools covered, Zia and Park.
Okay.
All covered. And then a couple of the schools will get multiple balloons. So that's really, really fun. And so that'll be a nice little teaser. Some of the pilots go up and they take off from the playground. Some of them will sit there and talk to the kids about it and tell them all about ballooning and let them jump in the basket and whatever. So
yeah,
it's a really fun time. People have asked if this is open to the public, but it's not. I mean, you can park your car outside the fence and watch, of course.
These are for the students.
For the students,
yeah.
Yes. And it's a fun little teaser for the weekend. And then, of course, everything is weather permitting. But Saturday morning and Sunday morning, they'll both have sunrise flights from Eagle Draw. And so, of course, with the time change, Sunday is at 6, Saturday's at 7.
Okay.
So it'll be a little bit earlier, but that's when the sun comes up. So
that's right. And now, where are the liftoffs? Is it the same place it's been the last couple of years?
Yes, sir. Yep. We've got 16, 17 balloons, I believe.
And this is the Eagle Draw.
Eagle Draw Park that goes through town. Mahone and J.J. Clark, one ways on either side of it, anywhere from 7th to about 13th Street.
Okay.
Is where they'll, just where it gets real wide and the trees kind of stop. Mm-hmm. So that's where we let them park. There's no assigned spots. It's just, you go where you want to go, where you're comfortable going. And it's really fun. I really love walking up and down the draw. Mm-hmm. And this year, we're so thankful for you to be out there.
Yeah.
Playing tunes with our balloons and tunes.
That's right. That's right. Got our playlist, getting our playlist ready to go.
Yay. That's so fun. But yeah, we're going to go out there probably sometime this week and kind of map everything out. Coxie has really done a great job on gathering food trucks. We've got, golly, I think there's like 5
For breakfast?
for breakfast.
Oh, wow.
So yes, we're going to have a section for food trucks this year, which is
Okay.
awesome. That was one thing that we heard last year that we needed.
Okay.
So, you know, they'll have breakfast, anything from sweet stuff to savory stuff, coffee, hot chocolate, all of that kind of stuff will be out there. So we're excited to implement that this year.
Okay.
Along with our tunes from Gene Dow and KSVP. And then, so that's in the morning on Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday is going to be a pretty fun-filled day because at 2 o'clock, we're going to be at the Ocotillo Performing Arts Center doing the tissue paper balloons. And so
Okay.
if you don't know what that is, you get to go with your family for free. And this volunteer organization from Albuquerque comes down. They're called the Balloon Explorium. And they will help you and your family create a tissue paper balloon, tissue paper like what you wrap presents with. It is so cool. They help you get it all done. They give you like, you cut out and you do this whole tracing and all the things and gluing. And then, of course, you learn about how hot air balloons are made. And it really is, it's a good like 4 or 5 feet tall,
Oh, wow.
this tissue paper balloon when it's
Okay.
all done. And it's pretty big round, you know, maybe like, I don't know, what is this, about 3 feet or
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
around. And then they have these burners outside. So after you create your balloon with your family, you go outside. It's real pilots, and you hand your balloon to them, and they'll put it on the burner, and you watch it inflate, and then it takes off in the sky.
Wow.
It is so much
I
fun.
knew this year there'll be a special section with political advertising. And we'll fill up the hot air balloons with all the political advertising. And
Yes.
see how high those things
and
really
see
go.
if it just goes away. No. It's really fun time. So it takes a couple hours Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
But it's a fun thing to do to come, you know, get involved in stuff going on in the community. So that's really neat. And then 6 o'clock that night, we will be with the Artesia High School Band and the Twirling Stars with their batons, as well as our balloon pilots. And we're going to try to do a glow. And if not, we'll, of course, still do the candlesticks, is what they call it, with the baskets and the fire. And that will be at Heirloom Acres at 6 o'clock
On Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We're really excited.
I think we're supposed to be there for that.
You are.
Yeah.
That'll be
Looking
fun.
forward to that.
Yes. So I think it's just going to be a really fun balloon-filled weekend. We're hoping and praying for great weather. And, of course, great weather so the winds aren't too crazy, and soft landings for these balloons.
Yeah.
And we're working on sponsorships right now.
Okay.
So we've got a few more weekend sponsorships available, and that includes Saturday and Sunday, which a lot of people like that because just in case the weather is bad, they get to go up on Sunday, you know, versus Saturday or whatever. There's rarely a time when they don't get to go either day. So that's
has happened,
good
but
to know. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. It's very
a
rare.
possibility, but it's rare.
Yes,
That's
it's
right.
rare. And so that's really fun. Our sponsors are the first ones that you have an opportunity to fly in the balloon with the pilot. Of course, it's all in the pilot's discretion on all of that. But, you know, if people have a bucket list item to go up in a hot air balloon, holler at us at the chamber, and we can probably help get you a sponsorship opportunity. Just for reference, I was watching Balloon Fiesta. It's
The
always
one
that
in Albuquerque.
the the big one, international. Their rainbow riders that go up, the cheapest for one person is $600.
Yeah.
So our sponsorship for the whole weekend is $500 for the whole weekend,
Yeah.
and that's not just per person. That is for the whole sponsorship.
For the whole sponsorship. That's
for the
pretty
whole
cool.
balloon. So, of course, like I said, pilot discretion, but anyway. And then Friday morning, we do take sponsorships as well for the schools. And so sometimes the companies will come in, they'll send their linemen or whatever to help put the balloon and inflate it and whatever. But then those guys get to hop in as well.
Okay.
Of course, if it goes up,
if they
fly.
can take off. So
Mhm. So that's really fun. We have those ones available as well, and that one's just, since it's a one day, it's just half of the 500, so it's $250. It's a great opportunity. You get your your signage on the basket on Friday mornings. And then on Saturday and Sunday, those sponsors, we're actually putting them up out at the park.
Okay.
So you'll get great exposure for helping out with this. Because, I mean, we pay for their hotel room. So this money goes to help pay for that, for their propane.
Which I'm guessing is if we get our inflation
numbers
meter,
from 1970.
I bet it's gone up a little bit. Yeah.
And of course, gas prices. I mean, these guys, we don't pay for the gas, but they have to come here. And we've got someone coming all the way from Missouri. We've
Really?
got pilots coming from Arizona.
Wow.
Of course, quite a few coming from Albuquerque, Rio Rancho area, and that kind of. So, I mean, someone's coming from Colorado. It's, they're coming from all over the place. And we want to try to welcome them, make them feel special, make them feel at home. And so these sponsorships will help pay for all of that.
Okay.
And
So if you want to inquire about a sponsorship or just have any questions about the weekend's activities, there's no cost for the spectators
No.
to any of these
no,
events.
come on out. Sure.
The school ones are for the school kids.
Yes.
That's not for the public, but the Saturday morning liftoff, the Sunday morning liftoff, the balloon glow.
Yep.
Now, do they have a fee at the Ocotillo for that?
Nope.
No, it's free.
No, it's free as well. Yes.
Wow.
And this tissue paper balloon people, they come, like I said, the Balloon Explorium, they come from Albuquerque, and that is all paid for by Devon Energy. So they come into the schools on Thursday and Friday and do the same thing with the fifth graders, and then on Saturday they provide it as a for the public to come out and do it as well.
Yeah.
But that is all paid for by Devon Energy. And so we're really thankful for Devon to continuously bring them back year after year.
Yeah. She had 40 seconds left. She didn't have to run in there.
She was running.
She was not late.
But artesiachamber.com, we have all of the information, the schedule of events going on, the times, dates, everything, and sponsorship pilot forms. If you know of anyone that wants to come and fly, we're still collecting pilots.
It sounds like a lot of fun and a fun weekend. And, of course, the weather is going to be really good.
Yes.
Jessica, thank you so much.
Thanks, Gene.
Appreciate you.
I'm happy KSVIP.
Yeah,
That's today.
I got some Smarties, so I got that today.
So you don't have to steal them out of the candy bucket.
I didn't.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com.